But let's get right to the Miller Lite Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline. It is time to preview our weeks for the upcoming pro football season. Hard to believe that Week 6 is already upon us. And we're joined every Thursday to talk about the games that are coming up by the general manager of Ray Catena, Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Our good friend Doug Wells is back with us today. Good morning, Doug. It's Burt Barron. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, man. We got a big game tonight that is being played right here in New Jersey to kick off the games for week number 6. But before we dive into that, Doug, you got to be driving around in a beautiful Mercedes-Benz of Edison, I'm sure, today. What kind of car or vehicle are you driving around today?
Believe it or not, I'm driving in a 2015 E63 certified pre-owned car.
And these certified pre-owned, man, these are some great cars that are still out there, right?
These are great cars that you get great deals on, and they come with an incredible unlimited mileage warranty. And, our cars are sitting on the showroom floor. You get to see them, touch them. You're not going to find they're the finest of the certified pre-owned cars you'll find out there in the industry.
Awesome stuff, yeah. So go stop in and talk to Doug or the guys that are working with him over there at Mercedes-Benz of Edison, and you're just going to love what they have available for you there. So check them out, of course, on Route 1 in Edison, or visit RayCatenaEdison.com. All right, week number 6 gets underway tonight. MetLife Stadium in the Meadowlands is the site of the game tonight. Philadelphia Eagles, defending champions, paying a visit to the Giants. But one team has 2 wins, one team has 1 win, and it's hard to believe that if the Giants win tonight, Doug, and Dallas and Washington both lose, the first-place team in the NFC East will have 2 wins, which is kind of hard to believe, but I like the Giants tonight. Something tells me they're going to kind of get things going in a good direction. They played a great game last week at Carolina and lost with a last-second field goal. The conditions tonight are going to be dreadful. They're talking about heavy rain and wind. It's going to be some bad conditions. I think the Giants will score just enough points to win the game tonight against the Eagles. Who are you taking in that one?
I'm going to go with the Giants because it's with my heart, and I'm the Eagles just seem to be lost.
Yeah.
There's a team that won the Super Bowl that you would have thought would have been one of the top teams, and they just don't. They're just not there. For some reason, the unit just doesn't seem to be playing together. Yeah,
well, you would think that sometimes the defending champ will come out and just kind of lay waste to the league when they go into that next year, but the Eagles have been anything but impressive, I think. So, all right, so we both got the Giants for that game tonight, so we'll see what happens. That is the first game of the week that's coming up here. Jets are home again. An impressive week last week against Denver. They put up some big numbers. They're hosting the Indianapolis Colts, who are having some struggles this year. And tonight, or Sunday rather, Doug, they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the only time the Jets ever won the Super Bowl. They're having Joe Namath, and all these legendary players are going to be back in the stadium on Sunday. I think that alone might inspire the Jets to a win over the Colts. Who do you like in that game between Indianapolis and the Jets?
I love the Jets on this. I think they realize that they give this young quarterback the protection. He's an extremely accurate thrower. And he would have had one extra long bomb if the guy wasn't held a little bit. I mean, the ball was perfectly placed. So I was very impressed with the way he was poised and how accurate those long throws were.
Yep, Sam Darnold, it's hopefully it'll be another big day for him. The Jets hosting the Colts, and I have the Jets also in that game. Cleveland Browns, who have 2 wins this year. They won 1 game 2 years ago, no games last year. They're hosting the L.A. Chargers on Sunday. The Chargers come in at 3-2, Cleveland at 2-1. Boy, if Cleveland wins this game, Doug, I think I start taking them seriously as a playoff contender in the AFC, and I have them beating the Chargers. Who do you like in that game?
I'm taking the Chargers. I just think that the Chargers, I like Cleveland's defense, but I just think the Chargers, for some reason, they seem to play well on the road. And I got a gut feeling that, this quarterback, Rivers is going to want to show that he's, special. So he's going to really play all out, especially since the person he replaced went to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And,
and did okay for himself.
Did okay for himself. So I think he's got, he's got a, he wants to show what he's all about.
Okay. Chargers, Cleveland, that's one of the 1 o'clock games coming up on Sunday. One of the two remaining undefeated teams, the Rams, will go into Denver. And, boy, Denver gets Kansas City, who is undefeated, and now they get the Rams, who are undefeated. That's going to be one of the late afternoon games. And not only, Doug, do I like the L.A. Rams to go to Denver and beat the Broncos, I've got the Rams as my survivor pick of the week. Do you like the Rams going into that one?
Yeah, I agree with you on the Rams 100%. And I think it's going to be, I think when it's all said and done, I think the Rams are going to end up being the only one undefeated after this week.
Yeah, could be. We'll see what happens, which leads me to the next game, which is the Sunday night matchup. The undefeated, at least for one more week, says Doug Wells, Kansas City Chiefs, going into New England. Now, these two teams opened up the season last year in Foxborough, and Kansas City put a hurt into the Patriots, and it was kind of, they both went on to the playoffs, of course, New England going all the way to the Super Bowl. But this is kind of the rematch. This is, Doug, this game here I think is going to be so high scoring. This is going to be like watching an NBA game. I think every time these offenses have the ball, they're scoring either 3 points or 6 points every single time. And it might come down to the team that has the last possession of the game gets the winning score and goes on to win the game. I think Kansas City will stay undefeated. They will find a way to beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in prime time on Sunday, and they push it to 6-0, but you think New England's going to win that one?
I'm going with New England. They're playing in New England. I think that New England is starting to gel. They got back a bunch of people that they needed to have back. And I see you're going to see the team starting to turn around. And remember, they have the one weapon that everybody always forgets about. They've got Belichick, and he knows how to set up a game plan.
Nobody plans a game better than Bill Belichick. You're right. So that is the Sunday night game. And the Monday night game has San Francisco visiting the Green Bay Packers. Stephen A. Smith from ESPN says that Aaron Rodgers, if he had better people around him, would be the greatest quarterback of all time. I don't know how true that is. He's good. He wins a lot of games, Doug, and I do have him winning. Do you have Green Bay over San Francisco on Monday?
Yeah, I have Green Bay also, and the Packers have had a lot of key injuries. They've had a lot of people go down. And,
sure.
When you don't have the weapons to throw to, and it changes your game plan, puts a lot of extra pressure on you, and they've got some running back issues. They got 3 running backs sharing the ball.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
It's they got to find that groove, and once they find that groove, they set up. Then you really know how to play the game.
You're right, and Aaron Rodgers himself has had some injuries along the way too. But I think he's still an elite quarterback in my opinion, and I think Green Bay will have no trouble. So of course you can get your picks at WCTCAM.com. Get them in before the first game kicks off tonight. Of course, we're playing for a weekly prize again of some Rutgers football tickets for our weekly winner. And our season-long winner is going to win this beautiful remote control car, courtesy of Doug Wells and everybody at Ray Catena, Mercedes of Edison. And also dinner, courtesy of Doug or myself, whichever one of us comes up with the fewer number of correct picks. I have a slight lead, Doug, but I have a feeling that you're going to adjust the game plan much like a Bill Belichick would, and you're going to roar back in the second half of the season. I see a surge out of you very soon.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm going to try. Can I just bring up one last thing?
Of course. Go right ahead.
Just wanted to, anybody who's listening on Sunday in the morning.
Yeah.
We're going to, the Ray Catena organization as a group is going to, we're doing something for Susan G. Komen. It's called, we're driving for awareness, and we're going to get a whole lot of people with all kinds of great, cool cars, all different brands, to show up at the Edison location. We're going to have a little nosh, a little meet and greet everybody there, and then we're going to get all these cars to take a nice little drive, and we're going to head down to Red Bank all as a group, and we're going to end up meeting at the Garmani clothing store, and we're going to have awards. There'll be a DJ. There'll be some raffles, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you got a cool car, and no matter what type of car, what age, anything that's neat, and you want to partake in helping drive a little awareness and have an excuse to take it out for a few hours, visit RayCatena.com and click on the event and sign up, and that would be greatly appreciated.
Yep, it's going to be a nice day with some sunshine, nice cool day, going to be around 60 or so. So we'll start nice and early. We'll meet at 8 o'clock at Ray Catena Mercedes-Benz of Edison. We'll take the drive down about 9. We'll arrive in Red Bank at 10. We'll continue the party till about noon. We'll have some more coffee and some other goodies when we get to Red Bank. And we'll wrap everything up at 12 noon, and just a nice way to help out our friends from Susan G. Komen and raise awareness here for breast cancer during the month of October. Doug Wells, it's great to talk to you. Good luck with it this week, my friend. We'll talk again Tuesday, and have a great weekend. And maybe I'll sneak on over there and see you on Sunday, all right?
You got it. Look forward to it.